So every now and again, a game comes out that's the new hot thing on social media for a few months, and this time around, it's Battlefield 6. But with that comes a lot of people that are unfamiliar with the series and tend to give some pretty bad takes. Now, I'm not a gatekeeper, alright? So if the game series that I love is the new it thing and people are pulling up in droves to play it, then fuck it, so be it. But whenever this happens, I've noticed that people tend to go into these games with the intent of playing it like the game they're familiar with. And if they can't, then that means the game is either bad or that it'll fail because it's missing a certain feature from a game they do like, even if those features, mechanics, or playstyles go against the core identity of the game. And the latest example of this are COD players and just streamers in general giving the worst takes about Battlefield 6. So, I figured why not take a look.
What are you doing? Dude. You're outside the map. Like, dude, I can't. Fucking Battlefield players are the cringiest breed of all time. Legitimately just sad.
Well, it looks like XQC is throwing a hissy fit, boys. He got killed by someone playing the game properly. Go figure. I like that he's crying about the dude being outside of the map, because, like, he's just sitting on an AA turret. Like, perfectly within the boundaries of the map. You just got unlucky and died. One take that I will say that I think is super brain dead that XQC brought up was that Battlefield needs a ranked mode.
I really like the game. I think the game is good. I think it's fun, but it's unfortunate to say these days, but in order to keep a game big and alive, fun is not good enough. Like, you need a lot of different facets that kind of evolve with the game, like a roadmap, whether it's rank, other shit.
I remember Battlefield 4 having competitive servers back in the day, and sure, they were community-run servers, but they were still competitive Battlefield servers for competitive Battlefield matches. And guess what happened? No one gave a shit about competitive Battlefield. Only a very small portion of players actually gave a shit about competitive Battlefield, and that's because the main draw of Battlefield is the all-out chaos of the main modes. I don't even know how you would be able to do a proper ranked mode in Battlefield justice. Like, this shit makes no sense to me. Like, it's a game with 64 players, destruction, vehicles. It has way too many variables to take into account. And even if you queue up with your own squad, you still have 28 other players that are probably not gonna be on the same page as you and your squad. Trust me, I would know, alright, because I've played a lot of squad, and that game is way more hardcore than Battlefield, and even there, people are still really uncoordinated with their entire team.
Dude, perfect. Perfect conditions.
Well, who the fuck, nigga? What the fuck?
Here we are at our next stop, Mr. Faze Swagg. I'm pretty sure he'll have some big brain takes, as the Warzone player he is. I'm pretty sure he'll have some high IQ takes on Battlefield. Let's take a look.
I don't really understand the gatekeeping on Battlefield 6 and just Battlefield as a community in general, or the game in general, because it's never been like that. Even when I was growing up and Battlefield and Call of Duty were coexisting at the same time, it was never to this extent where Battlefield community was gatekept of Call of Duty and vice versa.
Nah. I would say Battlefield fans have been pretty vocal about not wanting their game to play like COD. As someone that's been playing since Battlefield 4, or if you want to go even further back, Battlefield Play for Free, yeah, I know, that's some insane ball knowledge right there. That's like a crazy ass pull, alright? This game doesn't even exist anymore, by the way, but generally the Battlefield community has never wanted their game to play like COD, so I don't really know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, we're okay with COD players playing Battlefield, alright? There's no gatekeeping in that sense. We just don't want COD players coming over to Battlefield and changing Battlefield into COD, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean?
Because I promise you, us as Call of Duty players have never gatekeeping any Call of Duty, even the good ones.
Let's be real, okay? There's not really much to gatekeep when it comes to Call of Duty. It's probably the most generic FPS franchise out there, all right? What is there to gatekeep? Like, even the COD community hates COD. Like, what is there to gatekeep? Warzone? No.
For some reason, there's this kind of narrative where we have to play like Battlefield players. I don't even know what that means.
And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is why Battlefield is gatekept, okay? And like, listen, I know that COD doesn't really have that big of a difference in playstyle from Battlefield, at least not as big as something like COD and Halo, but Battlefield is still more team-oriented than Call of Duty, so there is still a slight playstyle difference, you know what I mean? Like, it's way less about running and gunning and just worrying about kills than COD is.
Somebody said, how about you play Battlefield the right way. If the only rebuttal you have is play the objective, bro, I mean, I guess.
Okay, play the objective, obviously, but also take out enemy vehicles, repair your teammates' vehicles, spot enemies, lay down covering fire or pop smokes so that your teammates can take an objective easier, destroy buildings where enemies might be hiding, revive your teammates, resupply your teammates. You know, there's a lot of different things you can do in Battlefield. It's not just run around and get kills.
If I was rage baiting, I would say something like, that's a waste of talent. Bro, I'm not going there and resing you. I'm a COD player, bro. I ain't a medic. I'm gonna be honest, man. When I'm playing Battlefield and there's a big ass tank on the flag, I think I'm gonna go the other way. I think I'm gonna go flank and kill 9 guys. I think that's how I have fun.
I mean, I don't get it, right? Because you literally just asked, how do you play Battlefield the right way? And then you show 2 clips where you had a chance to play Battlefield the right way, and then you chose the COD player mindset. What? I mean, reviving your teammates or helping your team take out a tank is literally how you play Battlefield the right way. Like, yeah, I get it. Killing is still a part of the game and it's still a part of the equation of how you play Battlefield, but you literally help your teammates more by taking objectives, by taking out enemy vehicles, by reviving players, because Battlefield works on a ticket point system. I've played matches where there'll be a guy on the other team or a few people with like 80, 50, 60 plus kills, and they'll still lose because my team was the one that was playing the objective and holding the flags down.
I think Battlefield should have kill streaks. Thoughts, everybody?
Oh my gosh.
Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you want kill streaks in Battlefield 2 if you don't.
Tank is the kill streak.
This is obviously just rage bait, all right? Kill streaks in Battlefield sounds horrible. Kill streaks in any game except for Call of Duty sounds horrible.
So the guy sitting in the tank went 38-0 on their team.
38-0?
The 2 guys sitting in their tank went 42-0 and 38-0 sitting in the tank.
Railed that game, bro.
Yeah, that's how Battlefield is.
That's just insane, bro.
No, man. Damn. Tank. Teammate, you better get me, bro.
Hey, you wanna know what would have helped with that? Hey, listen to this. This is gonna be like a wild idea. I know it's gonna blow your mind, all right? But like maybe having a squad working together to take out the tanks. I know, it's a big brain, it's a big brain play. It's a big brain move. I know you probably didn't think about that one because that's from pretty high IQ, right? You know, if you watch my Siege video, you know, high IQ gamer here. But, you know, maybe just working with your team to take out the tank would have helped.
The way, because I can't get any kill streaks or anything like that, I like to go for clips. So basically, I'm not getting any clips by sitting on a flag and capping it. I'm just being honest. I'm not getting any clips by repairing my tank. I don't care.
Obviously, bro's streamer brain, because all he cares about is clips. But you quite literally could just farm clips by playing the objective. Like, go to the flag nearest to the enemies, or just any flag that's controlled by the enemy, and just sit there, right? Once you start taking that flag away, you'll have people running towards you to take care of that flag. Like, I've legit had moments where I'll try to ghost cap a flag and an army of enemy players just comes out of nowhere trying to take the flag back. It's not that hard. Just sit there, take the flag for a few seconds, and boom, you got a clip. You got multiple clips, right? You got the whole slew of clips that you could use. But on top of that, I feel like some of the most impressive clips in Battlefield aren't just people going on kill streaks like in Call of Duty.
I don't care. There's not a right way to play the game.
Well, there kinda is, but all right.
Crazy is the open beta is just the multiplayer. When the battle royale comes out, you're gonna see even more people interested in it, wanting to play it, and super excited for it.
I swear to God, it's like battle royale and movement tech is the only thing Call of Duty players give a shit about. Like it's literally like their Tourette's. They battle royale. Also, Battlefield already had a battle royale, Firestorm, and no one gave a shit. And then in 2042, they put in Hazard Zone, which was their like attempt at an extraction shooter. And again, no one gave a shit.
Ooh. Ooh, shoddy. Okay, damn. He moving diff on that map. Did the shotgun just map him that far? Ooh, woo. Oh my, he flying. He flying. Flying.
The funny thing about most of these clips is that they're not playing Conquest, Breakthrough, or Rush, which are like the main 3 modes of Battlefield. They're playing Domination, which I mean, like, you can play domination if you want, but like if you're coming over to Battlefield to play domination or team deathmatch, you're wild as shit, dude. Like, why? But even the one clip where someone is playing Conquest, his team is losing. So the dude's going on a whole kill streak for no reason because his team's losing. Who gives a shit if you got a cool kill streak? You're gonna lose.
Play more. And a game will always be successful if you cater to every single audience. I'm sure even the Battlefield devs would agree with me over some of y'all in the comment section below. Battlefield shouldn't just cater to the 40-year-olds. I'm gonna be honest, bro. They shouldn't just cater to the casual.
What is going on with you? What are you talking about?
What? I'm sorry, but that's actually one of the worst takes I have ever heard, dude. That is such a dog shit take. It's so bad. It's so bad. A game will always succeed if it caters to everyone? What planet are you living on, dude? Let's just do a quick rundown, all right, of the games that tried to appeal to everybody, but succeeded, okay? FYI, they didn't succeed. Most of these games failed. Battlefield 2042 was just Call of Duty, and that shit failed. Or how about Halo 5? And I like Halo 5's mechanics, all right? But Halo 5 tried catering to everyone, and that game also failed. Some other games include Battlefield 5, Quake Champions, Resident Evil 6, Dead Space 3, Halo 4, and Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor as a series doesn't even exist anymore. I could keep going, but the main point I'm trying to make is that a lot of games, when they try to appeal to everyone, they end up appealing to nobody. And that's for one reason. New players will try these games out, have fun for a bit, and then go back to the game they actually want to play. Because like, why would I play worse Halo or worse Call of Duty when I could just play Call of Duty and Halo? And then the core fans stopped giving a shit because so much of what made that game unique got scrubbed away in order to appeal to everyone, to the point where it just no longer appeals to them. It's literally why games like Counter-Strike can remain popular for over 20 years without really changing anything. Now, I could keep going and bring up Nick Merckx and Timthetatman, especially Timthetatman, because he's said some brain dead shit.
Like, there are people in gaming that play a game like Battlefield, or let's throw Halo in this bundle here, right? That only want the game they love, which I understand you love the game, to make the one thing that they love. Oh, Halo doesn't need the Battle Royale because I love playing the multiplayer. Battlefield doesn't need the Battle Royale because I love playing the multiplayer. So what I'm asking you is, I hear what you're saying, and I'm glad you enjoy the multiplayer, okay? For someone like me, I love playing Battle Royales, and on top...
The point is, all right, and my little theory is that a lot of COD players and streamers are tired of playing Warzone and Call of Duty, so they go over to the new game that's popular at the moment and play it. But they play it with the most closed-minded mindset ever. Like, what's the point of going to Battlefield and being like, wow, this game's great. But you know what would make it better? If add more Call of Duty mechanics. Maybe kill streaks, or maybe like a Warzone game mode, like Battle Royale. Maybe more movement like Call of Duty. Maybe more like slide canceling. That would make this really great. Instead of trying to enjoy themselves and learn how to play the game the way it's meant to be played, they'll always look for reasons why it should be closer to Call of Duty. And like I said, at that point, just go play Call of Duty. Why even play Battlefield? But yeah, I don't know about y'all, but whenever I play a game, I go in with the mindset of, I'm gonna try to enjoy the game for what makes it unique. And if it doesn't vibe with me, if I don't really like it, then I just won't play it. That's why I left Valorant behind, because I could not stand Valorant. Like, holy shit, that game is... God.
You said it was 180 megabytes, and now this is 60
No, I'm gonna
gigabytes.
try. Ah! Get him, he's one shot.
That is crazy.